Alright, for starters, we're gonna spawn 3 PHX 3x5 plates. I want to align them so you'll be able to weld them together. That's just to start. Now, you can either use Easy Precision or Easy Weld. I prefer Easy Precision. Gets a better weld and looks better. If you don't already have Easy Snap or Easy Precision or Easy whatever, you're going to want it. It's quite essential to putting things together. It helps a lot. Now, once you got these 3 aligned, you can let them go. Make sure everything's welded together. Don't want anything flopping around. Now, you're going to want to spawn 3x4 so that you can have one little space for your sliding door. Again, you can either easy precision or easy weld, your choice. And yes, you're going to want to weld that to everything else. Now I suggest unholding it, getting it on the ground, and holding everything. Now you're going to want to spawn a 1x3 plate, and try your best to align it to the door so you have most room for when you add the sliders. If you're wondering, you can hold control to move slowly. There. Now go into your tools, pull out the slider. They don't have to be perfect, just on there somewhere. Right click to go right across. And if all goes well, it should slide. If it doesn't slide very well, you have 2 options. You can either use physical properties to turn it into super ice so it slides better, or if it's clipping on your front wall, you can no collide it with it so it will never slide again, or never rub against anything else. Now for the wire, you're going to want to get wire hydraulic. Make sure it's fixed. If it's not fixed, you're going to have some issues. Try to get it somewhere near the center, preferably. It just seems to work better. Now, I'll explain the expression later. It's not too confusing. I'll put it up later and give all the information. You're going to want to use something called a target finder. Now, maximum range, I would go with 75. Not everyone would, but I find 75 is the most efficient. You can place it on the inside or the outside. I find it works better on the outside. It's always up to you. Type required. Now to wire. This is not the hard part. This is a really, really easy part. Oh, I messed up my expression. 1 second. Okay, wiring. Now, range, you're going to want to go, or RNG, you're going to want to go to the target finder, number 1, not entity, just number 1. Length of the hydraulic goes to the expression. Now, notice how it sits out like that. I'll explain later. You can change that to the expression. It just depends on how you make your house, your box, whatever. You go away, it's closed. You go close, it opens. Now, if you're thinking that it's not, or it's too sensitive, and you walk up to it and it opens way too early, you can always change it to 50. This way, you're really close, it opens, and closes. I'm going to show you a little bit about the expression. It might shed some light on the gaps, and just a little bit of basic knowledge, I guess. Look at the hydraulic, it's 188 base length. In your expression, you're going to want to set, well, for starters, you're going to want to get this written down. If you can't see it, it'll be at the end of the video, don't worry. You're going to want to set your line 2 H1 equal 180 whatever to what the hydraulic says. So in this case, 188. Press enter, make sure it's not messing up or anything. Now, get out of that menu, reset your sliding door expression, or whatever you want to call it, and see what it's like. If it opens up fine, and everything's good, it should be fine. I've got everything fine-tuned. It looks good, right? It's fine. Now, I'll give you a little bit more information on changing stuff. If you plan to use a bigger plates or different stuff, go ahead. It will work. The only thing you're going to have to change in the expression is the distance of how much it opens. If you're using a bigger door, you're going to want to open a little bit more, and you might have to experiment with different lengths. See, it's set to 142 right now. If I set it to 130, what's going to happen is when I go close, it's going to open too much. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it opens too much, I guess, right? But if I set it to 150, it's not going to open enough, you won't be able to get through. And of course, when you're trying to make a sliding door, that's obviously an issue, right? Well, in this case, I guess you can still get through, but you know what I mean. Alright, well, that about sums up the video. If you have any issues or problems, just leave a comment. I'll try to get back to you. I'm not very busy, but I can certainly try. If there's any expression information you need or help, I'm not the best, but I do know a little bit. I know enough to make this kind of thing. I can make elevators, but if you need any help, just leave a comment, send me a message. I don't know, do something. Don't just sit there, you know, never really works. But till my next video, I'll talk to you later.